Ripple actually goes back to '04. So kind of seed of it was a project called the Ripple Project, which was created by this really smart engineer up in Canada, Ryan Fugger, who had this idea of creating a person-to-person exchange of kind of credits, personal credits or IOUs, which effectively you could always argue credit and currencies, you can almost argue everybody has their own currency and their credit. They're very related. And it was a really neat system. It was a nonprofit. It was kind of a one-man show. He worked on it for years. Got a lot of respect and attention, but never really got to scale. Maybe it was just too early. And then fast forward to 2011, which was when these three geniuses, one of them sitting right here, got together and knew about Bitcoin, obviously. Bitcoin had been earlier, but had decided that Bitcoin was brilliant, but very wasteful. So the idea was to build both a more efficient consensus algorithm that didn't consume so much electricity like Bitcoin did, but accomplished the same thing. But importantly, at the same time, was also taking some of the ideas from the Ripple project around the idea of pathfinding algorithms to exchange anything of value for any other thing of value. And that combination was kind of a magic combination. So you had kind of the ability to exchange anything of value in a very efficient way through this ingenious pathfinding algorithm, coupled with a digital asset that had no counterparty or gateway counterparty. That's a neat combination. In fact, that is kind of the germ of what I think we now view as a much broader Internet of Value. That concept has kind of held. So I got involved with the three geniuses working on this stuff. Soon thereafter, the technology sort of became stable enough to declare it, something's going to happen. That's sort of effectively the birth of XRP. We then created a company that was going to advocate for that ecosystem and focus on the ecosystem, which was then gifted a large percent of the XRP. We also then bought Ryan's Ripple project, folded that into the efforts, which was neat. That was kind of an exchange of stock. And then we also were lucky enough to be able to acquire the URL for Ripple, which is kind of a funny story. It came from a Grateful Dead super fan. It's related to the song Ripple from the Grateful Dead. We always loved the Grateful Dead. And so that all kind of came together in 2012. And that's how Ripple got started.